tab, and today, guys, we are not gonna play any game, any of them, but today we are gonna do some tricks in, in chess for opening. Yes, guys, today we're gonna talk about the opening techniques in chess, and I'm gonna specifically talk about the one of the best openings. How can you do in chess? So let's start the video, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and for some more for such interesting chess videos. So let's start the video. Alright, so it's gonna be a first video in which I'm gonna tell about chess tricks. And okay, so here I'm playing as the white pieces. I'm just showing you in the board. And if I go I move here, this is called the king's pawn opening. You can see here pawn to e4 is also known as the king's pawn opening. E4, the king's pawn opening, is the most popular first move at all levels of the game. Means at any level you play anything, king's pawn opening is one of the best openings in chess. You might have seen in my chess videos that I always start with king's pawn opening. The reason is that I really like king's pawn opening, and the reason behind all my points, which are currently 985 points, and all the reason is because of this king's pawn opening. Then what can the opponent probably move? What can he move? He can also do the same king's pawn opening. So if you want to read all these things, and here they get the bad moves as well. So in lichess.org you can go here and you can just play openings. You can read if you want. You can pause the video, and if you can read, this will tell you about the attack the pawn, like all the good moves, bad moves, everything which we should move, which we should not move, everything it can show. Just pause the video, guys, if you want. If you have to want to read this, develop a piece. This one we all will talk about now. All right, just and playing for tricks. So tricks are here, bad moves are here. So all these things you can see. You can pause the video if you want, and all these things. Okay. All right. So now let's go to the game, and we should move here, and I'll show you all types of openings, guys. And then the now move is a king and knight opening. Now we'll move our knight to f3. So moving here, I'll tell you what is the advantage of us and of him. Now let's do what could he move. Okay. So here, what is this? Now we have a symmetrical normal shape. Almost everything is there. Here my we had already said in my first chess video or the second chess video. Actually, in my regularly I send my chess videos that we need to develop our protect the center first. All right. So I'm gonna. So that's what I'm doing with my knight. I'm controlling the center space in my pawns. And why should we control the center space? That's the main reason. Why should we control the center space? Imagine that I'm just telling to imagine. I'm not gonna move here. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna imagine that here. Imagine how many moves you could move if the pawn was not there. Now you should not move this move. Just think how many moves can your knight move from here. All right. Just look how many pieces it will control. How many squares is controlling? It's controlling almost everything. Okay, I'm not really gonna not go that, right? One second. Okay, so let's delete this move. Delete from here. All right. Then here now, what we will do? We will go now as a knight. One knight is developed. We should develop our other knight as well. But before that, there's another option here. You have one option. Either you can develop this bishop as the computer suggested. You can either promote this bishop. One second, guys. You can either develop your bishop or play a knight. There are two options. Okay, let's take both of them. Both of them will always split as one thing. We are controlling the center. So here I basically go with the bishop, and now our king is ready to castle. So I prefer bishop so that our king is now ready to castle. We can do castling at any second. I'll tell you why castling is important. I already said in many of my videos, but again I'm telling you. Now what can he do? He'll do the same. Means I'm telling about a normal match, and then we will develop our other knight. Now look, almost the same. Now what can he move? He can develop his knight. Then what can I do? I can have two options. I can develop my bishop first, then I can castle, or I can castle and then develop my bishop first. But I don't think so. That's going to be a good option. So that's why I'm going to first develop my bishop first, so that we can castle. That's what he would move. And now the move which we should move here is bishop to e3. Now this move many people won't agree with me. I'm telling you why. Because it just give away your free bishop. But I'm telling you, if you attack this thing and if you attack this, your other pawn will be developed and your two bishops will go off. And now you are easy enough to castle more. And if you just do the same like this, maybe you can just go for the exchanges, alright, and then you can simply castle. So you will be the first one to castle. So after you castle, the opening ends. Okay, this is the first way of opening. So now we'll go to the second type of opening. And now, instead of our king's pawn opening, let's go with the queen's pawn opening, which I rarely play. Sometimes I don't even play queen's pawn opening. You can see here, I just the wiki book. I'll just show you that. Okay, you can just read it carefully. Alright, just like that. 1 second. Yes. Just read this thing, guys. You can pause the video again, as I said you. If you guys want to read the whole thing. You can read it's a control e4. They said to control the e4. I'm telling you that we have to control these center four squares, so that if we have these four squares in our control, we already won the match. Almost we won the match 90%, because from there we can attack almost everywhere in the piece. I showed you with my right. I can show you with my other pieces as well. Okay. So this is Dutch defense. This we will learn in our upcoming videos. Today's video is my first video on skills, so I didn't do that much about this thing. All right. Okay. If you want like this more, guys, you can go to Lichess. There you have there you can go to this board, and you can go in the tools here. You can see, and then here analysis board means you'll get this board, and here standard means you have many types of chess. But these chess I recommend not to play, because still these are very hard to learn. Like this anti chess, you can attack his king as well. Okay, so that we don't understand that one. I will bring those videos as well if you want. If you show interest and support, I will bring that videos as well. Alright. Now, popular response from here might be this. Look, from here, better to develop our other pawn. As a computer suggested, we do this, then you do this, and now this is trying to control this four squares. Then if we move here, then we level up our knights and all the bishops until we castle. So here is pawn. So look, now the center is covered, and you can see here, now we should develop our every piece quickly. Look, if you are from black as well, we don't care. And if he attacks, we attack. He would definitely try to develop this. And then what we would do, we just castle. So this is how this is queen's pawn opening works. And I never play queen's pawn opening, but yeah. So let's go to the third type of opening. Okay, so the third type of opening which we saw is the knight opening. Look, and this is the last opening I'm explaining how to I'm gonna do. You're gonna do learn if you want a Sicilian everything. We can in the upcoming videos. Alright, we'll start with the knight. This is called the Zuki cloud opening. That is knight f3. Okay, so if you want knight, I'll just delete this move, guys, from here. If you want this one as well, I think this is the one gate opening. So both of them are different. The reason behind this is that because both of them control different squares, right? Because this one controls these both squares. And okay, I guess n3 allows for a variety of transpositions along with some independent lines. Although uncommon, it is been played by likes of Magnus Carlsen. I hope everybody knows Magnus Carlsen, one of the greatest chess players in the history of chess. Alright, so what can he move now? He can move here. Now this is a problem. Now what should we do? We should definitely block this thing, because the next move is gonna attack us. We do this thing and then the opening starts. I already said you about the queen's pawn opening, just like that. But yeah, it's time a bit reverse. And I'll just show you if you want. I'll just show you, then can stop this. Then he has option that he can do both of them. Okay, I'll take this one. We'll attack. We'll do this one, and then he has many options. He can do this as well. So we have to first of all castle our king, then our opening will end. For example here. Then what would he do? He would also open his front. We do this. He'll attack us. We'll attack with the bishop. Then he will move here. We'll attack him. He'll attack us. And then we'll castle. So this is how the opening goes on. And this has been a 10 minutes video. And yes guys, that's it for today. Today we learned about three types of openings. One is the queen pawn opening, one is the king's pawn opening, and third one is one gate opening used by Magnus Carlsen. So that's it for today guys. Do like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.